Hi, welcome to the Gen X Glam Gap channel here on YouTube. It's just great to see everyone, whether you're new, whether you're coming back. Thank you so much for stopping in. I know there are a ton of choices out there, so many choices, and you're hanging out with me, mom in her basement, doing a little bit of glam, doing a little bit of gap. And Sundays is usually, if you're watching this real time, Sunday is usually my giveaway reckoning day. I'd like to congratulate Christina 000999. I think it's 3039s. You won the latest Gen X Glam grab bag of goodies right here. Please connect with me on Gen X Glam giveaway at gmail.com or join the Gen X Glam Discord server and DM me over there. And I'm happy to say this is a giveaway video. Please read the rules very carefully. You need to be subscribed to the channel. You need to make a comment in this video because this is a giveaway video. Have a USA or Canada mailing address, and the closure date I'll list in the description. I just can't do the math off the top of my head, but it'll be a week from today. But read the rules very carefully. I don't want to do like a spoiler alert, but I am gonna say I'm gonna put in these two, the new e.l.f. Glow Reviver. This is in the shade Blackberry Sorbet Lip Balm, and I'm putting in the shade Snuggles from the new NYX Matte Lip Balm. So you can do your own, like, I don't want to say taste test, but you know what I'm talking about. I've got a full-size Too Faced palette that I found that I had gotten in a bundle. I'm putting that in there. There's lots of great samples. Clinique, I'm seeing some e.l.f. I think this one's a good one. And good luck to anybody that gives it a try. All right, I need to get into today's video because even though it's the weekend, if you're watching this real time, even though it's the weekend, I'm under the gun. I'm under the gun. I got stuff to do. I'm stuffing a chicken today. My son loves it. The kids love it. It's a family favorite whenever I stuff a chicken or a turkey. So I'm stuffing a chicken today, but yesterday when I was out, I forgot potatoes. I mean, this is the silliest thing. I'm sure other people have done this a million times. I opened up my crisper in my fridge before I went to the store, and I'm like, okay, good to go. I got a bag of potatoes. I got back, I'm like unpacking all my stuff. I'm like, that was a bag of onions. So I got to go back out, and I have the landlord coming over a little bit later because like my ice machine is all clogged up. Like these are the things that we don't need to happen like close to the international move, right? So I've been like, as you can imagine, just picking up extra, doing an extra weekend clean. Just, you know, I'm attacking the house corner by corner in terms of cleaning and organizing and like throwing stuff out, setting stuff aside for the garage sale, setting stuff aside for storage, and setting stuff aside to like move to the other side of the world where I'll receive it in the fall, and then still setting stuff aside for summer vacation. It's a thing. And I'm working on my decluttering series from all of my glam that will drop this summer, this weekend. I still want to do the brush video, but in order to do the brush video, even though I'm happy to say all my brushes are clean, whatever brushes you see me use today, now I'm going to get them dirty, I'm going to have to clean them again. But for the most part, all of my brushes are clean, but they have to be sorted. I probably have, I don't know, 150 brushes that I've accumulated. And I need, before I do the video, if it's going to make any sort of sense and people aren't just going to be like, wow, that's really a crazy train one. I need to like sort them. I need to sort them. So then when I talk about them, like I have a cluster of these are my foundation brushes. These are my, you know what I'm talking about. So there's some prep that goes into that. And I'm not used to doing prep. I'm used to coming down to my glam station and pressing record and do a get ready with me video. I also want to pack up my guerlain. I've been thinking a lot about this, and if you watch my channel, we need to get into this video. All right, what am I doing today? I'm getting ready to go get the potatoes, and I have to take my son to the library as a book to return. He's going to check out another one, so we have to do that. And then, yeah, I'm going to be like ready to meet the landlord or start stuffing my chicken. But for this get ready with me video, and I've said this before because I'm doing this decluttering series, I kind of have a good idea where all my stuff is. And I thought, you know what? I don't have a ton of Fenty, but I think I have enough to do this video, this get ready with me video, for a very simple, light makeup look using my Fenty. So we're going to get into it. Oh, before I start with the Fenty, well, let's get a product on. I've already done all my skincare. Let me finish the thought about Guerlain. So Guerlain, I'm going to do a part of my summer series is going to be like packing up my Guerlain. And I'm thinking about this. I'm thinking like, what if, and this happens, I've seen it on the news. What if my shipping container falls off a boat? I mean, yeah, they can like give me money, like insure my stuff, but I can't replace my Guerlain collection. So I've been thinking about this, and it's worth taking up precious real estate and what moves with me for the summer, and then what will move with me again in August to my final destination. I'm bringing the Guerlain. I'm finding suitcase space for my Guerlain, because what if, worst case scenario, I know, I'm laughing so hard because it sounds ridiculous, but it's happened. The container falls off the boat. And there goes my Guerlain into the ocean. I know, this sounds very dramatic, but it could, like, the odds of it happening, they're out there. It's not like it couldn't happen. It could absolutely happen. So I'm going to do my pack up the Guerlain video yet this weekend. And I want to do like a packing up of my board games video, but I might drop that real time. I don't know if I'll drop that in our summer series because that's not really glam. I just thought maybe I'll hit some board game people and get some board game subscribers, because I love board games. It's another one of my things. It's another thing about me. All right. Oh, speaking of which, I was like doing questions of the, bringing back my question of the day. So the question of the day, and yesterday's question of the day was really fun. Like, what do you like to do on a summer rainy day? And I got some really cool answers. I'm like, oh man, it just makes me long more for summer. So, all right. So easy one. What is your favorite summer cookout food? What is it? What is it? Mine's a hot dog. I love hot dogs. All right, let's get into do this simple Fenty face. And then I want to talk about while I'm like doing this, what I want to talk about is some e.l.f. beauty news. All right, so this is the Soft Matte Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer. I've already done my skincare. It's done. I used Guerlain toner. I used Guerlain under eye cream from Orchidea Imperial. I used a little bit of Charlotte Magic cream, and on my lips, I've got some Laneige lip mask. It's kind of wearing off because I do want to use one of my Fenty lip glosses. All right, so the deal with this Pro Filter, this is a repurchase for me, okay? Oh, reminder, this is a giveaway video. You should make a comment in this video if you want to get in on that giveaway, because I'm going to keep stuff in it too. Just saying. So the thing is, this is supposed to be a primer, right? Instant retouch primer. This is a repurchase for me, because what I have found with this product is, there it is. It's just going to give us a nice glow. It's a primer. But I have found after like a full day of work with whatever makeup face I put on, and I have to get ready to go out quickly again, like maybe to like a hockey game. I'm in Canada. That's realistic. I've gone to several hockey games over the past 4 years of me living here. And, you know, on those days for hockey games, it's like come home from work, barely have chance to like hurry up and make, you know, warm up the food for the kids, to feed them dinner, change, and like get out the door to the game. And on those nights, this is a perfect example of when I have used this. And it just goes really nice over your face. Like when I don't have time to do like a full-on face wash and start over, it just kind of like rehydrates your face, softens, smooths it out, and you can go in with like a little bit of touch up of whatever it is you're going to touch up and get out the door. That's what I like about this thing. I don't use it on the everyday as a primer. It's a base retouch. That's what it says on the back, and I 100% agree with that. Like, look, I got a nice glow. I'm not going to do much, so it was nice getting like a little bit of a primer down. When I say I'm not going to do much, I'm really not going to do much. And I'm super disappointed because even though I've said, no, I can sort it out all my stuff, I can see where everything is, I can't find my Fenty Eavesdrops, okay? It's like this skin tint / foundation, and I've looked everywhere for them. I've looked everywhere downstairs here in the GLAM basement where stuff is just staged to get it ultimately packed up. I looked through my garage sale stuff upstairs that I've put in a certain corner of the house, all my GLAM that's going out for the garage sale that I've already decluttered, did those videos, and I can't find them, and I can't believe I cannot believe I would have thrown those away. I can't believe I would have put them in garage sale. Even though they weren't a super hit for me, every once in a while, I do like to reach for them because it's a really nice thin tint base. All right, so don't have the Ease Drops, but I do have my Fenty Beauty foundation stick. This is the Ease Drop stick, I guess. This wasn't a hit for me. You can see, okay, so I don't know how much I started with. I don't know. Let's see if we can spin it down. I probably have used half of it. It was just, you know, I bought it. This is in the shade 3D2. I bought it before I knew this was the first foundation stick that I bought, and it should have been my first indicator that I wasn't really a fan of the foundation sticks. This under eye brightener, this is in the shade, this is called Bright Fix. This is a repurchase for me. It's in the shade Rose Quartz 001. I guess, Rose Quartz. It wasn't, the first shade that I bought was like a fairer shade, and it didn't have the word rose in it. And when I went back to repurchase, I got it actually at Sephora. The person helped me do a shade match. There's really not that much left in this. I have another half empty one somewhere. There it is, swatched out. The person at Sephora helped me figure out, like they said, you know, the shade you were using, if you really truly wanted a brightener, you're not going to get that. And they turned me on to this Rose Quartz shade, which they said will get me a little bit brighter. So that's what I'm using today to go in, because I'm trying to do, we're not going to be able to do a full face of Fenty. I mean, it wasn't like clickbait or anything, but I wanted to cheat, like literally lip cheat with Charlotte Tilbury and line my lips before I go in with the Fenty gloss. But other than that, that's the only thing. And I thought that that was okay. Like, this is how I rationalized it, because the word cheat is in the Charlotte Tilbury product, lip cheat. And so I figured that's legit. Like, if I'm going to cheat on something on my face, should be, that's like, it's too cute, right? So there we go. How am I going to blend this out? Maybe the warmth of my fingers, just a little bit blended in, because I am going to use the Ease Drop. I am going to use that foundation stick, even though, you know, it wasn't really a hit for me. I just don't have, I love all of my Fenty stuff. I haven't invested, like Fenty makes a really nice highlighter. And if I was into the highlighters, which I've stopped, I've ceased and desist on buying anything highlighty. If it comes in like a bundle, okay, but like, it's just not for me. I don't want to be like Rudolph. I want to be under the radar. I don't want to be super shiny. But they do make a really nice highlighter. And I'm not sure, but probably also make a really nice sculpting, like bronzing stick, or I could have just bought this. That's like what I did with the Charlotte Tilbury when she came out with her foundation stick, which, get this, I put those Charlotte Tilbury foundation sticks in the garage sale. I put the base one, the deeper one that I bought as a sculpting stick, like warm up my face, contour, bronzer stick. I am keeping that one, but I put the straight up foundation one. I put that in the garage sale pile. All right, let's go in now with this, and you can see, I remember being in Sephora and picking this out, and I was like, there were so many choices, really nice shade range, but it was so stressful because I just didn't know. It was very early on in my collection, and I'm not saying that I'm any better at that kind of stuff, picking out the right shade for myself. I'm a little bit better. I know now, like, the best thing to do is, you know, test it on your jawline. I mean, this was way before I went to beauty school and learned anything about like color analysis and how to match shades and all this, the hues, the tones, the warmths, the neutrals, the, you know, whatevs. So yeah, I don't think that this stick off the top, like, was the right shade match for me. But I just know I've tried other foundation sticks and it's not for me. Oh my gosh, the Charlotte Tilbury one was even more of a fail. Like I said, I'm not getting rid of my Fenty stick. I'm going to keep it around and I'm going to use it until it gets crusty. Every once in a while, I do reach for it for like some very light, like spot concealing / lay a base. Where is my, I got to get into my more. I got to get into here. I mean, it's not settling in anywhere. I didn't use a ton. Let me lean in. Let me do my lean in effect. You can still see underneath my eyes like that brightener didn't quite super do it for me. I could put a little bit more. I'm trying to adjust my mirror over there. I could put a little bit more. You know, it's normally I build like a brightener on top of, let's go in with the sponge. Normally I build a brightener and concealers together underneath my eye, but I don't have any Fenty concealer, so I was just gonna stick with this with the rose quartz. Maybe my sponge was just too damp. Of course, I'm also very conservative, so I don't, and especially in the eye area, I would rather have like a little bit of, you know, discoloration or darkness showing underneath my eye than having some noticeable like makeup caked in there. I mean, that's just me. All right, like I said, I don't have a sculpting stick. Did I say this was a giveaway video? I haven't lost it. Yeah, so I'm just reminding you, make a comment so you get in the running if you're USA or Canada, and please subscribe to the channel in order to do that. So I don't have like I don't have a sculpting stick. Like I don't have a bronzer, nothing like that in Fenty. But I do have this blush, and this was one of the first creamy blushes I bought. So it's probably 2 years old. It's in the shade Riri. It's called Cheeks Out, and I love it. I also remember the day that I went to Sephora and picked this thing up. You know, I had a colleague that was very game with me to go to Sephora whenever we could. Like we would strategize our lunch hours so that we could make it over there, especially when new products were dropping. And that was on one of those lunch runs that I got this, and at a different lunch run I got the foundation stick. So I know I always like have recently said, am I wiser now? I guess a little bit, because, and I'm using this just to warm up my whole face, because I'm the first one that will say, like, go directly to the brand, you know what I mean? Like, don't go to Sephora because their bonus points aren't so good. See, I can see that stick didn't, I almost feel like it's kind of like weird, like a light yellow. All right, I need to blend this out some more. Anyway, I got distracted. Yeah, I always say go to the brand, don't go to Sephora. And I still do stand behind that. Like, Sephora is just, they don't really have the best rewards going on. You can get such cool stuff sometimes if you're on, get on. It starts with this. It starts with a willingness to get a bunch of spam mail, right? You set yourself up to get on these like subscription lists with the brands that you like, and you get their emails, and you just have to be prepared to, delete. But in those emails, I find out the most interesting things. Like last week in the GRWM emails, I found out like they appointed a new bee ambassador, and it was like International Bee Day. And I found out that Charlotte Tilbury's running a 20% off Magic May special, which is still going on. I actually did. I pulled the trigger and I bought some stuff. Oh, e.l.f. Yes, I haven't forgotten before. Yeah, I didn't want this video to get too long, and we still have a little bit of Fenty to get through. There, see what I mean? Like just a really light glam. 3 new products. Notice 3 new products. I went on e.l.f.'s web page yesterday because I'm like, well, I haven't been here for a while. For a while for me is like probably like a week and a half. I haven't been seriously looking at e.l.f. since I bought the lip balms, the Glow Reviver lip balms. Anyway, 3 new products. They've got out this vitamin C and E serum. It's $16, and it's got, let me write this. Look at my notes here on the napkin. It's called Bright Icon Vitamin C and E Ferulic Serum. It's $16. It's a pass for me because I have not had success with vitamin C serums in the past, or like anything with vitamin C in it. I went through a phase where I tried it and it just didn't work for me. It just didn't work for me, but that's just me. Supposedly, I've seen some other people talking about it. It's you know, it may work for other people. This is be interesting. And I haven't seen any videos on this, but I think if I were to like search it up, I could find it. They've launched another mascara. We're still talking about e.l.f. It's called Incredi Curl. It's $8. It comes in 3 shades, like a soft and a deep black and a brown. I bought the brown. It's supposed to volumize and curl your lashes. So let's see. And the packaging looks kind of interesting. It looks kind of cute. So I'm excited to try that. And then the last thing is for $5, there's a new tint called Sheer For It. Comes in 5 shades. It's lip and cheek tint. It does look sheer. It looks very watery, almost like a water stain, as opposed to, you know, when we think about the camouflage blushes that e.l.f. came up with. Those were super highly pigmented, not sheer looking at all. And I noticed on the website, there's 5 shades, 2 are sold out. The black cherry and the sheer orange. So that's what I wanted to say about e.l.f. I finally got it out. I'm going in with a little tiny bit more of the Riri, and then I am going to use a little bit of Fenty setting powder and a little bit, I have like 1 powder blush that I might use like on my lids, and I don't know, I might put it all over my face. I might just put it all over my face, but it doesn't match the Riri. But like I said, I'm just going out to buy potatoes and to go to the library, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, I'm wearing, speaking of e.l.f., I'm wearing my e.l.f. Love crop. It's a crop sweatshirt. I love it. I'm so glad that I bought it on the website, but it is, it does fall in the crop sort of family. It's not super crop, like, you know, like above my belly button, but it is, yeah, it hits right at the waist. I wish that it wasn't crop, but it's fine. I wear it a lot in the summer. Well, I wear it a lot to film my videos because I just love it. I like the shade. I like the shade cream. I love the colors of it. I'm wearing it out to run errands today with my sweatpants. That's what I'm rocking. Oh man, e.l.f. makes sweatpants. I just started fake news. There's no e.l.f. sweatpants. I'm just wearing it with sweatpants. But I love the sweatshirt, and I wish that they would launch it again. This is all I got for powder. This is all I got for powder blush from Fenty. This is what I have for setting powder from Fenty. This is in the shade Universal. And there it, whoops, comes with like a little powder puff. Why is that like, looks kind of like weird against my lights. Well, I had my own little powder puff here I was thinking of using, but I think I might use a brush. But so this, every once in a while, Sephora will sell these as a set. And that's how, well, first I got this, I don't know, I think I got it in a Sephora Faves. And I was like, oh my gosh, I love it. And then another time when I was at Sephora, I noticed they were selling this as a set. So then I went for both of them, but I didn't love this setting powder more than I love my Charlotte Tilbury. It's supposed to be like a blurring, universal sort of take away the shine setting powder. It's not leaving my collection. You know what I mean? Like every once in a while I will use it, and it could just be operator error that, you know, I'm not, you know, I never claimed to be an expert. I never claimed to be a guru. In fact, I like to remind people I'm just in, you know, a mom in her basement having a midlife makeup crisis, learning a lot through trial and error. So, I mean, you can't even, like, I didn't have much shine to take away, to be fair. But it is setting, it is, you know, I feel like I'm a little bit smoothed out. Oh my gosh, we have to go. All right, I'm a little bit nervous. I'm stalling because what the heck am I gonna, well, that's not too bad. Let's do our cheating first. Let's go in with this is the Lip Cheat Dual Lip Liner from Charlotte Tilbury, a new drop. Speaking of new drops, I'm just gonna go in. It kind of reminds me of like a soft nude. I love it. I love it. It's very rare now in my collection, stage in my collection, do I buy something and it's like just overall, I just love it. In fact, if I got it, I even used it. I used it up here on my waterline. Like I've been using this thing all over the place. I know you're not supposed to do that, but It's a win for me. I'm just like so happy. I'm so happy to get a win. All right, let's go in with this. I can't even read the bottom, but you can see it's kind of like a, I don't want to say like a pink. This is not a pink. It's like a mauve. I feel like it's a light mauve. And I have probably, I don't know, three of her lip glosses. I bet you guys do too. I mean, another thing that I bought very early on in my collection. And when I started this serious collection, Fenty was a brand that I kind of went to. I looked at every single time I was in Sephora, and I was looking to see what are they going to drop next. And I found a few of these staple products and have stuck with them. Like I said, this has been, I repurchased, excuse me, the shade that I was using before, the rose quartz, twice before I had a conversation with someone at Sephora, and they recommended I go with the rose quartz. All right, I'm looking around. I'm so nervous. Let's just do this. Let's look at the shade. Petal Poppin' 02. I'm not really feeling super pink, but let's just go in with it. It's fine. It's fine. We're warming up the face. We're going all over with this thing. And I love this brush from e.l.f. because on this side I can get super fluff. And then on the other side, I can really like stamp it out. Doesn't even say what kind it is. It's an e.l.f. cream and powder brush. Oh, well, if it's supposed to be cream, then definitely this dense side would be the side that you're supposed to do, the creamy with. And then this lighter side, the fluffier side rather, is what you would be smoothing it all out with. All right, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're well. Wanted to finish off the video. Hey, did I tell you it's a giveaway video? With a squirt of my Fenty cologne. I want to say this was $210 Canadian. It's the most I've ever spent on a cologne, like in my life. And I wanted it so bad, and I kept smelling it, and I waited for the fall sale 2 years ago. It's 2 years old. I waited for the fall sale, so I got 20% off. So I got 20% off because I was Rouge, but another one that's like, how do I get this where it needs to go? Because it's flammable. I guess I'm going to, this is coming in my suitcase. These decisions that have to be made. Hey, where's my tear spray? Speaking of stuff I'm trying to get through before, can't find it. So Oklahoma Charlotte Tilbury. I'm trying to get, oh, here it is. It fell. Do you remember like 10 minutes ago when my eavesdrop stick like flew across my GLAM table and it made a lot of noise? Well, it was like bowling. It was like bowling. Consider this tear spray was like a bowling pin. And this thing, it was like, boom, knocked it over, made a bunch of noise. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're well. I kept this too long, but I just wanted to come on, congratulate again, Christina, announce another giveaway, use some Fenty, and say, I hope you're having a great weekend. For those of you, for my American friends, happy Memorial Day weekend. Maybe your weekend, maybe you're rolling into a long weekend. You've got some cookout. What's that? What's your favorite summer cookout food? Say all that stuff, all the things. And wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're well. See you in the next video. Take care.